you didn't mind the reception. When you tango with the Institute, you gotta be careful when someone new gets on the dance floor.
Your leader was just being cautious.
Yeah, we know we're all on the same team.
Exactly. Kind of killed our chance at a friendly first impression, though. But it's all good now. I vouched for you. Nobody got shot. Still, I would consider it a close personal favor if you didn't sell us out to the Institute. Thanks.
So tell me, why did you vouch for me?
In our little outfit, it's my job to know things. And with everything you've done, it's clear you're capable. A dangerous enemy. And I'm betting a valuable ally.
But why the trust? You can't be taking it all on faith.
I've heard a lot of things about you. Enough to want to give you a chance. So Dez wants me to make you a tourist. That's what we call someone who helps out with the odd job here and there. What a waste. I'm just gonna come out and say this. The railroad needs you.
You sure you need me? Desdemona didn't seem to care.
She's just thinking of the time and manpower it would take to train you. And if you were some hick from the burbs that didn't know your ass from a rocket launcher, she'd be right. But I'm betting someone like you just needs a few pointers. And a target.
You got my attention.
I got a job. Too big for me, just perfect for the two of us. You help me out, we turn a few heads, and then Dez invites you into the fold. Then, if you get into a bind and need some help, your buddies in the railroad got your back.
Sign me up, then.
Perfecto. Let's meet up at the old freeway outside of Lexington. I'll fill you in once you get there.
Try not to sever anything you might miss.
Life still ain't perfect, but we're surviving.
not raining. I've got your back no matter what. Need something?
That's a nice little setup. Wouldn't mind one of these at the agency.
place is really coming together, huh? I can't take all the credit.
What's up, Aiden? The YouTube chat. What's for dinner? I don't know. Not sure. Had some pizza for lunch though. You said you're hungry, babe? Girlfriend's hungry. Aiden, on the YouTube chat.
See you again. You managed to get what you need.
I have the code.
Suppose I shouldn't be surprised. You did get rid of Kellogg after all. Not too much of a leap to take down a Courser. How'd you manage to get it?
What kind of leftover pizza did you have, Aiden?
The railroad helped me.
Oh God, those kooks. I would have expected they'd be too busy trying to liberate vending machines or setting computer terminals free or... Sorry. They just have something of a reputation. You're not the only one who's been busy. I did the best I could. From memory and things I've overheard through the years. Came up with some schematics for you. Wasn't easy. These hands are ridiculous. Fine motor skills have gone to shit. Here's the simple explanation. You need to build a device that will hijack the signal the Institute uses to teleport coursers, and send you instead. You know the craziest part of the design? That classical music station. That's the carrier signal for the relay. All the data's on harmonic frequencies. You've been hearing it all along. I want to be clear that this isn't my area of expertise. I was bioscience, not engineering or advanced systems or anything.
I'm sure it'll work.
For the record, I haven't made any promises, but if you can build this device and make use of that code, you should be able to override the signal from the Institute's relay. Can you? I mean, can you build it? You have people that can help. This is a lot for one person, even you.
I've got it covered.
Good, good. Because you've got to make it in there. For both our sakes. And don't you forget our agreement. I've helped you as best I can. If you make it in there, you find that serum. It's my only hope for ever being normal. So you find it. Now go on. Take these and get to work. You do whatever it takes. Call on whoever you know to help you.
Ugh, what the hell aroma is that?
Yo. Yeah, give me 1 second. Right down. I'll be right back. If anyone's watching the stream, don't go anywhere, please and thank you. Whoa, baby beep. Trying to what ya? What the heck you doing? Huh? you go, goober. There you go, goober. You little goo.
There we go.
Don't you have work to be doing?
I'm gonna run some diagnostics while you're tinkering. Take your time. Hello? What are you hiding?
Why are you getting all upset? You're doing right. Sometimes it doesn't line up good, you know? Okay, baby. Make a pee-pee. Go potty. Make a pee-pee. Yeah. Hold on. Hold on. Did you make pee-pee baby? You did. You made a pee-pee baby. You made a pee-pee baby. You made a pee-pee baby. And she was putting her piggy in her mouth, like, going like, she gets it. She knows what she's supposed to do and how to do it. You get it, babes. You fully understand. You get it. You even bank on your own? Can you like hold the bank all by yourself? Hopefully you get one of them, babe. Fingers crossed. Hopefully you get a good one that you like. You're gonna get a job so good, so easy, you're gonna be like, what was I even stressing about? I know you don't know, but I know. I do.
What do you need, General?
I have plans here to build a signal interceptor that can get me inside the Institute.
The Institute? Why in the world would you want to mess around with them?
They kidnapped my baby.
Damn. That's some bad business. Even for them. We'll give you whatever help we can. Don't worry about that. Now, assuming you could build this thing,
You should say
what
yes.
exactly does it do?
Because you're bi? Yes. It's like like new affirmative action shit. They have to like onboard at least a certain amount of like people who identify, I'm sure. Or like get tax write-offs probably if they do. Right? I mean, I would Google it. Like, you know, say they've been asking and I'm like scared to say because I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing. Yeah. Because, like, you identifying with the community, that doesn't even mean you are one of those things. That'd be like Matthew. You know?
The Institute uses teleportation to get in and out. This machine can hijack their signal and send me instead.
Teleportation? For real? Wow. That would explain a lot about how the Institute manages to operate. If anyone can make heads or tails of those plans, it'd be Sturgis. I haven't found anything yet that he couldn't build or fix. I'll let you know if I hear of any settlements that need our help. In the meantime, make sure to offer help to anyone that needs it. That can only help our cause.
Most people are good at breaking things. I enjoy putting them back together.
Preston thought you might be able to figure out these plans for me.
Sure thing. Let's see what you've got.
Here you go.
Wow, what a mess. Looks like, encrypted RF transmissions. Okay, so that gets routed through... What the hell? Teleportation. This is some pretty crazy shit. You sure it's for real?
It's real. I got it from an ex-Institute scientist.
Seriously? I didn't know you could be an ex-Institute anything and still be breathing. Anyway, the eggheads never think about the nuts and bolts of actually making something work. But, looks like it's all here. Yeah, I'm gonna need some time to study this thing. The handwriting's pretty hard to make out. But, you can get started on what he calls a stabilized reflector platform. It'll need some pretty high-grade metals, but it's basically not that different than the lining of a jet engine or something like that.
Good work, Sturgis.
Well, don't thank me yet. I think I got the gist of it, but it's gonna take some time to work out the details of some of the hairier sections.
Here's a list of what you'll need for the first piece. I'm pretty sure we've got all that at Sanctuary, if you want to build it there. While you're working on that, I'll get busy figuring out how to actually build the rest of this thing.
Keep in mind, I can already see this is gonna take a crazy amount of juice. Like if you had a spare nuclear reactor handy, we could probably use it. And it's going to be big. So find a nice open building site with lots of power available.
Hey.
How's it going? Did you find a good spot to build your signal interceptor?
Yeah, ready to build the rest of it.
Good. I think I got a handle on this crazy contraption. At least as much as I can tell. Until we actually try to build it, here's a list of 3 things that may be harder to find. I think I'll be able to pull together everything else we're gonna need.
I'll meet you over at the building site and see if we can actually make this thing work.
Thanks, Sturgis. I'll get right on this.
Good deal.
One thing to keep in mind while you're building this, it all needs to be wired together so all the pieces can talk to each other.
I'll see you over at the building site. Good luck.
Hey, shh. Hey. Yeah. Hey. Hey. Just keep dropping your beat. You're okay. You get hungry? Get hungry?
Everything looks good on my end. You ready to see if this thing actually works?
Let's do this.
You sure? Okay. Your part is simple. Just step onto the platform. I'll start scanning for an Institute signal to lock onto. Then, I fire her up and we see what happens. Getting cold feet? I don't blame you.
You ready for Baba? Hold on 1 second, okay?
Following total atomic annihilation, the rebuilding of this great nation of ours may fall to you. That's why we at Vault-Tec have prepared these educational materials for you to better understand the 7 defining attributes that make you special. Our topic today is endurance. We will all be faced with many new and unfamiliar health risks, such as infection, sudden loss of limb, and above all, harmful radiation. Fortunately, your formidable endurance has turned your body into a hard-working machine that can resist the harmful effects of radiation and physical violence. Like any machine, then, your body must be well maintained to stay in tip-top shape. While average Joes will survive on old packaged standbys, your ironclad insides will allow you to seek fresh meat. Radiation poisoning may have enlarged your favorite meals. This means more healthful nutrition for you. Take caution not to bite off more than you can chew. Endurance can also provide new options for food, some of which can be an acquired taste. Gone are the days of exercising for fun. Instead, you will need to combine athletics with crucial survival activities. The greater your endurance, the further you can go. Just be certain to be mindful of others. Build your endurance, and soon you will find ways that it improves your life above ground. Of added confidence in the swimming pool, stronger, more resilient limbs to the flesh of your fellow man can provide. Regularly study your Vault-Tec provided materials to prepare for survival. And to answer the question, do you know what makes you special?
I had Taco Bell for lunch. I was craving Taco Bell too. You want Taco Bell? I'm sure I can find something on the menu that I'd eat right now. You know, but whatever you want, babe. I'm trying to feed her. She only ate like 3 ounces just now. Really? Well, she ate a little again just now, so... Wait for bedtime. Being a little fussing bee. Okay. You're tooting. You can eat whatever you want.
Just get on the platform. I'll do the rest. Okay, hold real still. I don't want any corruption of the molecular beam. Oh yeah, by the way, I figured this was a golden opportunity to find out as much as we can about the Institute, and what they're up to. Yeah, this holotape's all set with a program that will scan their network and download anything it finds. Uh-oh. Yeah, we better hurry. And don't worry about that tubing wiggling around. It's, just there for decoration. Okay. Scanning for the Institute signal. Tracking RF. And... got it. Hold on to your butt.
Hey. Oh. Hey, relax, baby girl. Hey. Hey, John Briggs, welcome to the YouTube chat. Yeah, no problem, John Briggs. Thank you. How you doing today, man? Doing good, John. Had to work today, now I'm home playing video games, hanging out with the baby. This is baby Sophia right here. She's hanging out with me while I play Fallout. It's nice. What is the child's violence? What do you mean? What if the child gets... She's not, like, able to even process images yet at that point. That's a question that makes sense. Yeah. Yeah. How do you get it to be on your monitor? Like, is it Download an Xbox and PS5 game. It is weird, babe, that they ask that these days. No, this is a PC game. I am using an Xbox controller right now, John, but I'm playing on my PC. So it is on Xbox and PlayStation, but it's also on PC. And also, I'm not playing on a monitor, I'm playing on a television. It's a 55-inch 4K TV that I'm playing.
Hello. I wondered if you might make it here. You're quite resourceful. I'm known as Father. The Institute is under my guidance. I know why you're here. I'd like to discuss things with you face to face. Please, step into the elevator.
No use.
I can only imagine.
Oh my god, it's Biscuit birthday in
What you think
Happy
of us.
birthday to Biscuit. Big shout out to Biscuit,
to show you
Villager, and
that you
Animal
may
Crossing.
The wrong impression. Welcome to the Institute. This is the reality of the Institute. This place, these people, the work we do. For over 100 years, we've dedicated ourselves to humanity's survival. Decades of research, countless experiments and trials, a shared vision of how science can help shape the future. It has never been easy, and our actions are often misinterpreted by those above ground. Someday, perhaps, we can show them what we've accomplished. But for now, we must remain underground. There's too much at stake here to risk it all. As you've seen, things above are unstable. I'd like to talk to you about what we can do for everyone. But that can wait. You are here for a specific, very personal reason. You are here for your son.
Sean?
Huh? Yes, I'm Sean.
Sean? Oh my god. It's really you.
Who are you?
Sean, it's me. I'm your mom.
Father, what's going on? What's happening?
Sean, Daddy's gone, but I'm here. Mommy's here now.
What's going on? Father? Father!
Shh. It'll be okay, Sean. Mommy's here now.
I don't know you. Go away. Father! Father, help me! There's someone here, help me!
Who is Father? Where is he?
Father? Father, help me! She's trying to take me! Father? Father, help me!
Sean. S923, recall code Cirrus. Fascinating, but disappointing. The child's responses were not at all what I anticipated. He's a prototype, you understand. We're only just now beginning to explore the effects of extreme emotional stimuli. Please try and keep an open mind. I recognize that you are emotional, and that your journey here has been fraught with challenges. Let's start anew. I am Father. Welcome to the Institute.
Give me Sean. The real Sean. Right now!
I know. I know. You've gone to such lengths to find him.
Just... help me understand what's going on here.
I promised answers, and answers you shall have. But I need you to realize that this situation is far more complicated than you could have imagined. You have traveled very far, and suffered a great deal to find your son. Well, your tenacity and dedication have been rewarded. It's good to finally meet you, after all this time. It's me. I am Sean. I am your son.
It's really you. After all this time.
Yes. It's true. In the vault, you had no concept of the passage of time. You were released from your pod and went searching for the son you'd lost. But then you learned that your son was no longer an infant, but a 10-year-old boy. You believed that 10 years had passed. Is it really so hard to accept that it was not 10, but 60 years? That is the reality, and here I am. Raised by the Institute, and now its leader.
But why? Why take a child? Why take you?
Ah, now that's the question, isn't it? Why me? At that time, the year 2227, the Institute had made great strides in synth production. But it was never enough. Scientific curiosity and the goal of perfection drove them ever onward. What they wanted was the perfect machine. So they followed the best example thus far. The human being. Walking, talking, fully articulate, capable of anything.
So the weird science experiments needed specimens. That's why they took you?
In a manner of speaking. Yes. The Institute endeavored to create synthetic organics. The most logical starting point, of course, was human DNA. Plenty of that was available, of course. But it had all become corrupted. In this wasteland, radiation affected everyone. Even in their attempts to shield themselves from the world above, members of the Institute had been exposed. Another source was necessary. But then the Institute found me, after discovering records from Vault 111. An infant, frozen in time, protected from the radiation-induced mutations that had crept into every other human cell in the Commonwealth. I was exactly what they needed. And so it was my DNA that became the basis of the synthetic organics used to create every human-like synth you see today. I am their father. Through science, we are family. The synths, me, and you.
And you've been down here the whole time?
I have. Yes. I know you must have questions. Please. Anything I can do to help you understand.
Kellogg. He worked for you?
Kellogg. He was an Institute asset long before I arrived here. It wasn't until I became director that I learned of all the things he'd done. What kind of man he was.
You knew the man was a psychopath, but you used him anyway?
Would you have preferred that I turned him loose on the Commonwealth? At least keeping him on a short leash kept the collateral damage to a minimum. The Institute took advantage of Kellogg's vicious nature. I will freely admit that. Institute technology prolonged his life, and his usefulness far beyond any normal human lifespan. He never failed the Institute, but his cruelty became more apparent with every completed objective. I won't lie. It's no coincidence your path crossed his. It seemed a fitting way to allow you, us, to have some amount of revenge. What else can I say to ease your mind?
Your father. He never got to see you grow up.
Yes. What happened to him was... I've gone over the records of the incident, of course. It seems what happened to him was an unfortunate bit of collateral damage. For many years, I never questioned who my parents were. I accepted my situation, and that was that. With old age comes regret. And asking what if more often. But what matters now is that you and I have a chance to begin again. What else can I say to ease your mind?
So, you're in charge of the Institute?
I am the acting director, yes. I spent decades working to reach this point. It's a responsibility I take very seriously. The Institute. It's important. It really is humanity's best hope for the future, no matter what those above ground might think of us.
It doesn't matter what they think. What matters is what you do.
I'm glad we see it the same way. Ultimately, the Commonwealth has nothing to fear from us. Whatever you've seen or heard, I know I can convince you of that. Just give me time. I know there's more for us to discuss. But the Institute is on the verge of some important breakthroughs. Your presence would be appreciated as we approach them. I've been a part of something amazing here. I've helped to build a life for myself and the people of the Institute. And now, after all these years, you have an opportunity to help with that. Doesn't that intrigue you? Isn't that what you want?
Yes, that's what I want.
I know. I know you've been through so much. I'm pleased to see it has not impaired your judgment. Forgive me. I'd assume that after everything I'm sure you've seen above ground, you would be more than a bit biased against us. There is much to be done. You'll need time to acclimate yourself, a chance to become acquainted with our procedures.
I'll do whatever it takes. It's worth it.
I am glad to hear that. The Institute is now your home, as much as it is mine. Please take some time, get to know it. Meet the people you'll be working with. You'll want to introduce yourself to the division heads. Dr. Fillmore in Facilities, Dr. Ayo in SRB, Dr. Holdren in Bioscience, and finally Dr. Lee in Advanced Systems. They've all been notified of your arrival, of course. Meet them, and then we'll discuss what comes next.
It's stuck. Yes.
Almost done. Just need to tighten up this primary drive servo.
That's the third primary drive breakdown this month. As far as I'm concerned, the phase-out on these older models can't come soon enough.
Oh, I don't know. Most of them have lasted long past their projected lifespans. If you ask me,
no worries, babe.
They were built pretty
Apply
well.
for all the good jobs.
I can't argue with that. Even so, I'm ready to see the full Gen 3 roll out.
There we go. All set. Unit, you can return to duty.
Thank you, ma'am. Thanks again.
Of course.
We don't usually welcome outsiders. I hope you can appreciate your good fortune.
Doc?
They weren't kidding. You really are here. Well, all right. I'm Allie Fillmore. You can think of me as the Institute's chief engineer. When Father told us about you, I could hardly believe it. If you don't mind my asking, what was it that kept you going all that time?
I just wanted to find my son and keep him safe.
Now that you've found him, I hope you're proud of the great man he grew up to be. Now, I'll give you a quick rundown of the Facilities Division, and then I'll answer any questions you might have afterward. As you might guess, we keep the Institute's mechanical and electrical systems running smoothly. We maintain and upgrade all of the systems that make it possible to live and work in a place like this. There's a lot of machinery behind these walls that recycles the air and water and provides power to the laboratories and quarters. The work we do might not be as exciting as some of the other departments, but it's at least as important. So, now that you're here and you've spoken to Father, does that mean you're on board?
On board with what?
The Institute, of course. Sean implied you operated on a level, if not equal, then at least similar to the rest of us. Curious. If there's anything else you'd like to know about the Facilities Division, I'm happy to discuss it.
Who built this place, originally? Has it been here long?
The construction of the Institute is the work of generations of scientists. The original survivors of the war, our progenitors, took refuge in the basement of the old Commonwealth Institute of Technology. Over time, their sons and daughters dug deeper into the earth and built increasingly sophisticated habitats and laboratories. It's a process that's still going on today. Even now, we're digging out tunnels for new facilities and infrastructure. Just think what this place will look like 100 years from now. I hope I'm there to see it.
Greetings. As the Institute's requisition vendor, I can provide supplies for your missions on the surface. How may I assist you today?
Sure. Let's take a look.
Remember to keep unnecessary power consumption to a minimum. Don't recharge unless your primary levels are below 2%. Also,
I have a variety of items that should prove useful in your surface missions.
bumping into walls. All right, that's all for now. Search your
Hey.
Requisition clearance granted. How may I help you?
Let's see what you got.
Welcome. Do you require additional supplies?
Let's see what you have.
Baby Beeves.
Terminal's got this locked. Hacking this is beyond me.
We're all looking forward to working with you.
You just don't want to admit to yourself what it means. If you're about to launch into one of your impassioned speeches about artificial sentience and machines with souls, don't bother. I've heard enough of them by now. I can write them down from memory.
But we can't just ignore your testimony. If a synth can dream, why can't it have a soul? And if a synth has a soul, then it is a living person by every standard we can measure. Of course it is far more comfortable to think of them as machines, so we can do what we want with them.
If you disapprove of the work we do here,
Everyone's excited about the new synth project.
You're here. Glad you made it.
well, it's an unwanted distraction. We're men of science.
Reporting status. All functions normal.
You know the protocol, sir. Authorized personnel only.
So Dr. Ayo thinks he can hide in his office, does he? Well, you can tell him that I intend to speak to Father about these unannounced security sweeps of yours. Ransacking my quarters in the middle of the night is totally unacceptable.
I'll pass along your message, Doctor.
See that you do.
Welcome to the Institute, ma'am.
Our new synths are so lifelike, I keep mistaking them for real people.
Nothing to report, ma'am.
Hey, baby beats. Hey.
I think I'm at about the point where I stopped playing the game.
Excuse me, I've got reports to deliver.
Maybe I should take some courses with me. Send a message.
Please don't. There's enough friction as it is between us and pretty
All
much
this
all
must
of
be a little overwhelming for you.
My methods get results, and they will this time as well. You'll see.
Alright, I'm gonna move her. Was she in the pink vibrator already? There's one. Grab.
I've just been informed that Corsair in grid J12 has stumbled across a rogue synth completely by accident.
What model?
A Gen 3
A little while long.
designation S114. The report indicates that it has no memory of the
Oh,
incident,
B.
or that it is
Oh, B.
Seeing as how this was not the initial target, how should we proceed?
Baby girl.
If the robotics division was a little more careful, we wouldn't have synths trying to escape.
Excuse me, Doctor.
So, here you are. Justin Ayo, Acting Director of the Synth Retention Bureau. I'll be
Yeah.
upfront with you. We're going to be keeping a close eye on you for the near future.
I gotta eat
Despite your relation to Father, you're a bit of an unknown quantity. I'm sure you understand.
Well, is that
There won't
probably
be
takes like
any
an hour?
issues, will there?
Why? Don't you trust me?
Oh, it's nothing personal. I don't trust anyone. Now, Father has asked that I provide you with a brief overview of the synth retention bureau. Our primary responsibility is the recovery of escaped synths that are hiding among the human population on the surface.
I just know if you take too long to decide, you get even hungrier, and then you get hangry, and you know. What do you want to eat?
Yeah.
I mean, those chicken bites.
No, I mean, I kind of want to talk.
I'm sure it's best for everyone if the synths remain here.
Certainly. We can't allow sophisticated Institute technology to fall into the wrong hands. The results could be disastrous. Our main instrument is the Courser, a third-generation synth assigned to operate on the surface. Coursers hunt down and reclaim synths that have escaped the Institute. They are highly self-sufficient, trained in combat, infiltration, and tracking. In a word, our Coursers are relentless. But I gather you know all this, since you've encountered one already. In fact, I'd very much like to know how you defeated it.
I'm no stranger to combat.
Even so, a Courser should be more than a match for any single combatant. I suppose I'll have to ask robotics to perform detailed diagnostics on the entire production run. As if we don't have enough problems. Now, unless you need something else, I'll get back to work.
I'd like to know more about the synth reclamation process.
Fine. Once a Courser has located a rogue synth, it uses that synth's recall code to wipe its memories and render it inert. We then begin the delicate process of restoring the neural pathways to their original configuration. In those cases where the procedure is successful, the synth returns to duty with no memory of its time on the surface. All too often, we're unable to repair the damage and are forced to dispose of the unit entirely.
Father's a great man. You must be very proud.
I hear we're about to get a new food supplement.
I'll order Taco Bell on the app and then maybe cart.
At full capacity.
No visible reaction to the K-14 compound. We'll start the next trial then. The dosage will be much larger this time, and the side effects will likely be more pronounced.
Will there be any pain?
I honestly don't know. I suppose it's your job to find out. Now hold still. There. All done. You can return to your duties, and remember to record every symptom you experience.
I hope
The terminal's gotta be somewhere.
Push this down if you want to. Beans, you dropped your elephant.
Sweet.
She's been at it for over 2 hours. What is she even testing?
Nothing. At this point, she's just doing it for fun.
Doctor?
Oh, hi there. Sorry if I...
What kinds of blueprints?
Mostly components for a new plasma pistol concept I've been toying with. High-energy weapons are sort of a hobby of mine. Anyway, I'm glad you're here. I just wanted to say how much I admire Father, and that it's an honor to meet you. I really hope you'll stay here with us. Well, that was productive. It's really exciting having you here. I can't wait to see what you can do.
Alright, what do you want?
What'd you get?
Cravings box with a Crunch Wrap Supreme, soft taco. I got a large nacho fries for us to split. Will you call Ben and see if he wants to meet? I can just ask him about it.
get the chicken enchilada burrito with steak or beef instead of chicken, or like different kinds of chicken. There's like this little roasted chicken.
You love listening to your dad talk. She just looked at you and just got the biggest smile when she heard your voice.
Just like Mini Me now. She loves it I talk too.
Uh-huh.
Instead of spending $3 on a Baja Blast. I should probably drink like a Prime Mexican Coke.
I fucking love Baja Blast. You can probably get the Baja Blast out of my cold.
We already have cold drinks.
But it's not Baja Blast. Baja Blast you can only get at Taco Bell, which is why girl math. It's why that I tell myself that I have to get it every time. I don't feel bad about getting it. It's not as good in a fucking bottle or can.
Open this up a little craving box. What do you think?
Yeah. You want this? Alright, double stacked. You got a chicken enchilada. You're gonna have to Venmo me though. I don't think I have enough for this.
In case anyone didn't mention it, quiet time runs from 10 p.m.
Alright, I'm gonna go
to
see if
6
that
a.m.
wants it. I don't remember what I did for a spare key. But it's in the house.
Probably like downstairs. Wherever you like.
This is day 8 of Trial 6. The last week has been very productive but exhausting. I think we'll need a break after this. Benet has done some really marvelous work with the personality mesh. It's almost too good. The responses map almost identically to expectations, some of the most lifelike I've seen. Of course, it's not really Sean. None of his memories are in there. That, even now, would be a step too far. It's starting to have an effect on the team, I think. I know I've been caught up in the moment once or twice. Just a second or two, forgetting that he's not a real boy. Still, I think we'll need to consider restricting him to the lab only for the moment. I'm well aware that others are put off by his presence.
Yeah, and then when you get
If
back...
I were slightly more arrogant, I might consider that a sign of success.
You got it covered, good. So now cover right back.
Excuse me, Doctor?
Ah, it's you. You're here then. Yes, I know who you are.
I'll be right back, actually, guys, if anybody's watching the stream. I'm gonna go look at the new thermostat. I'll be right back. We got a new thermostat, baby. ringing. My phone ringing, baby girl. Sophia's room, since we're both with that. Feel the cold air coming out of it. I'm trying to see. Let's see. I'm upstairs. Get cold air coming out. Yeah, so I shut the windows just now. I took the fans out of them. Yes, I can, because I know where my wallet is. I'm responsible. Okay, to do it that way, because that's, I think, better than the part. Also, I got that check from Eric today for video games for this. Did you get the money? What do you think of the new thermostat? I'm pretty sure when you stand in front of it, it lights up. What are you posting for? You just missed me? You wanted some Dada attention?
Don't worry. I promise I won't get in your way.
Thank you, I do appreciate that. Oh, before I forget, let me see that Pip-Boy of yours. I've been told to install a Courser chip in it for you. Father's orders. You're to be given full access, with the ability to relay in and out of the Institute at will.
Thank you. I'm sure that will come in handy.
Given that the relay is the only way to access the Institute, handy is something of an understatement. In case the significance is lost on you, you'll be the only one here with that kind of access. If nothing else, it should demonstrate the amount of trust Father has placed in you. Now, unless there's something else, I really do need to get back to work.
Is everything okay, Dr. Lee? You seem pretty tense.
Yes, things are... It's fine. I'm sorry, I don't socialize much. I prefer to focus on my work.
Sleep is such a waste of time. I'd rather be designing more efficient plasma lamps.
Is it true Food Supplement 77 has been discontinued?
That is correct.
That was my favorite one. Can't we keep it a little longer?
I will be happy to forward your request to the Bioscience Division. In the meantime, please feel free to enjoy one of our other nutritious and flavorful food supplements.
I want Supplement 77.
I am sorry, sir, but that supplement is no longer available.
Useless machine.
The commissary is always open. Would you like some processed sustenance packets?
I'll take a look, sure.
So you were there the day of the bombs fell. That must have been terrifying.
watching. Don't go nowhere. Baby.
You had time to examine my latest reports on Batch 273? Not yet. I've been reviewing Father's plans to expand our operations at Warwick.
Dr. Holdren's synth gorilla project is showing promising results. I can't imagine living on the surface. It sounds like a nightmare.
Try not to think too much about it. We have more than enough to occupy ourselves here. Those people are the last remnants of a dying past. It's best not to dwell on the subject. They're
Hey,
still
Doc.
people,
Welcome.
and they're suffering. So good to have you here.
We can
Dr. Clayton Holdren, head of the Bioscience.
After all,
I
how
can't
can we
wait
hope
for
to
you to see the work
redefine
we're doing.
mankind if we can't
It's
even
truly
hold on
amazing.
to our own humanity?
Like what?
I was just about to explain that. As the name implies, the Bioscience Division specializes in fields of study such as botany, genetics, and medicine. Our most important directive is to ensure the health and well-being of everyone in the Institute. To that end, we cultivate highly specialized breeds of flora for use in food and medicine. We've even started to explore the idea of synthetic animal life. You probably saw the gorillas. They're really just a pet project at this point, but the potential is exciting nonetheless.
Seems like there's nothing you guys can't do.
With hard work and ingenuity, any challenge can be overcome. I'm sure I've taken up enough of your time as it is. But I have to ask, have you decided whether you'll join us?
I'm not sure how well I'll fit in, but I'd like to give it a try.
Great. I was hoping you'd say that. In any case, I imagine you'll want to continue looking around. Or, if you prefer, I'd be happy to answer any questions you might have.
Is there anything I can do to help out?
I think Dr. Carlin was looking for help with one of his experiments. You should talk to him.
Baby B, you were so fast tonight. Hi. Sit with Dada. Yeah. What are you doing, baby girl?
Yes. Got it.
Baby Beebs.
Scanners detecting sentient life.
Got it.
Alert level elevated. Weapons free.
And on that note, I'm going to go ahead and call it for now. Make sure to like, follow, subscribe, turn on notifications. Tune back in next time. Thank you so much for watching. Goodbye for now.